I will now address the options that you have when attaching a file from Google Drive to a Google Classroom assignment. The options to distribute files to students will depend on how you want the students to use this file. So in a previous video, I showed that you can simply attach a static file that students are unable to edit. And this would be similar to posting an anchor chart or a poster in your classroom, something that they just need to look at. If you have links in it, they would be able to click those links and go to those sites that you had added to the file. But they can't edit, they can't really do anything with the file as it is. And so if you would instead want students to be able to edit a file jointly, for example, if you, for an activating strategy, if you wanted them to brainstorm or do a word splash, or for a summary strategy, for them to all be able to edit the same document or graphic organizer and share the things that they had learned. There are probably better tools out there for using it, but you could do that. My experience with letting students all edit one file at one time is that it kind of turns into chaos and people keep deleting each other's stuff because it's just not really effective most of the time to have 20 to 30 people editing the same document at one time. There are applications for it, but it may not be your best bet depending on what you want. So you can have students view the file. That would be your anchor chart. You can have students edit the file. That would be like your pocket chart where students can all edit the same file jointly. And if you were distributing work to students in order for them to each be able to complete it and then turn it into you, so like a hyperdoc or a worksheet or a writing assignment, then you would want to make a copy for each student. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a draft of each and every single student, just like if you put it on a copy machine and you made a copy for each student in your class, and then all of those drafts are going to be distributed separately to the students where they can edit their own copy and then turn it into you. So depending on what you want your students to be able to do with the material that you have posted on this assignment in your Google Classroom, one of those three options should fit the bill. I will address in separate videos that you need to make sure that whatever you are sharing from Google Drive is shared properly so that students are able to view it. And I will also address the fact that I can't remember what I was going to say. I will also address the fact, that sometimes we might do everything perfectly, and a student still may not be able to access the file in the way that we intended for them to do. And there is a workaround for that. So in a video further on down, I will address what to do when the assignment just doesn't work the way that you wanted it to do. These are your options for distributing work to students.